And we are reporting to you live from
Mexico City.
If you guys are new to our channel, welcome. We are Car Gang, and we'd really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button down below.
We are happy to present to you guys a new series on our channel called Car of the Week, where we're going to be reviewing different cars each week for as long as we possibly can.
Basically.
And the first car to start off this series, I am happy to say, is
the 2020 Cadillac XT4, aka the car I surprised my mom with, aka her dream car.
So right off the gate, you guys can tell the XT4 is a lot more updated than other Cadillacs such as the XT5, right? You look at a 2020 XT5 and you can't tell if it's from 2016 or 2020. Where this, you look at it and you know automatically it's brand new, straight off the line. A lot of updated features allow to have that effect, such as the updated front grille. Cadillac has gone to a completely new look.
The XT4 is the smallest SUV they have for an option.
The taillights were actually inspired off of the Cadillac CTS wagon. There are a couple different options for the brake lights. You have the standard red lights such as these, and then you also have like very clear taillights that are kind of like European spec.
So you can also open and close the trunk just using your own feet in the sensor. You just hover over it for a second, and just like that, it should turn.
Sweet.
Alright, let's start off with user experience. So right off the gate, let me tell you how heavy this key feels. It feels very expensive. At nighttime, when you can't find your car, when you don't know where the door handle is or anything like that, all you have to do is press the unlock button twice and all of these lights will turn on. We also have the button to lock and unlock the car when the key is near. As soon as you get in, looks pretty luxurious. Supposedly you're supposed to put the key fob in between the cup holders, but 9 times out of 10 your cup holder is occupied with things, so this will just be placed elsewhere. Something very unique about this car is that it has a very odd shifter and it resembles the Beamer quite a lot. We have a button for the park, and then you have to press the side button to move over to reverse, neutral, drive, and manual, as this car does have paddle shifters and a sport mode. The XT4 does have a touchscreen infotainment center, but if you don't want to get the whole screen dirty, the Cadillac does give you a microfiber cloth where you can wipe it down, but you do have this knob where you can go through basically every single button available and you can press on it, but it's way more easier if you click a home button and go through anything you need: phone calls, Wi-Fi, CarPlay, everything like that. You have your basic settings over here with heating and cooling. You do have heated seats, and then you also have a heated steering wheel, which is pretty sweet. Taking a look at the top settings, so you can program your garage to obviously open up. I mean, most cars have this. We do have the sunglasses holder, but now the premium luxury trim level also comes with a double sunroof, so you can open it up all the way. Pretty sweet. So a fun fact about the premium luxury trim level, it is the second highest trim level.
So now we're going out on a drive. Christina's gonna take me out, and I'm excited to see how this car feels as a passenger in the vehicle.
The driving assist also moves. I mean, most cameras have that, but most cameras do not at the same time. And it's super high quality, even at night, which is very surprising. Let's talk a little bit about the engine. So this is a 4-cylinder turbocharged SUV. On the highway, this car does average about 30 miles per gallon. And right off the gate, guys, this car feels more luxurious than anything. The drive is very smooth. I am on tour mode, which only activates the front wheel drive. And there's an all-wheel drive option, and there's also a sport mode and an off-road mode. The XT4 does come with the lane change assist, so on each side view mirror it does light up if there's a car in your blind spot.
But yeah, this car does have a lot of technology features. Oh, yeah. You know, it's kind of crazy. So my 2012 Explorer Sport has more like technology, more features on that truck than our $100,000 BMW does, which is crazy to think. No, I'm not even kidding. Like, it has like twice as many things. It's crazy. It takes a while to learn everything, but upon learning all of the different hoots, whistles, everything that this car has, it works to your advantage.
As most SUVs do have nowadays, this car is equipped with auto stop, which can get annoying at times. And sometimes when, let's just say you have your music blasted or there's construction going on, you can't tell if your car's on or off. Now it will tell you on the dashboard in the speedometer if it's on auto stop or if it's like fully off. And you do have a button to also turn that off if it gets too annoying for you, but apparently it is supposed to preserve gas. Which is very controversial if you think about it, because if it's like starting up.
Not be that way because it, DB11, that's nice.
That's really nice.
That sounded good too. Used to not be that way because it used to take more fuel to start up a car than it would to even leave it running. But now technology has gotten so much better that they can afford to do that.
Right. Now there is a lot of backing up assistance, you know, if a car's passing by, your seats vibrate and this and that. But for moving forward as well, if you're very close to a car, you need help parking and moving forward with your car, trying to know how close it is to the curb or whatnot, it also tells you in the very front. It has like a 180 sensor where it will tell you how close you are in regards to the front of the car. What do you think about the drive, Grant, so far?
So far it feels smooth. I like, you know, no complaints at all. There's nothing that stands out too much, but it does take bumps really well, which is, you know, very important, especially living in Michigan. If this was my Uber, I would be more than happy.
Wanted to point out that they do have this mini Cadillac logo, and the seats definitely do feel very luxurious, and so do the back seats. We have quite a lot of options for the people in the back, and they can charge their phones and heat their seats, which is pretty cool. Overview of the settings, as you guys can see, and then you could save those settings using this, which is pretty sweet. And this is also what I was talking about to open up the trunk. You can open it up all the way, 3/4 of the way, or not at all. So guys, this is a normal launch, no paddle shifters, and we're not in sport mode, and we're only on front wheel drive. So let's do this.
Yeah. It's got some torque to it, I'm not gonna lie. Like, okay, yeah, I mean, if you're at a red light and you need to get up in front of somebody and you're in touring mode even, you'll be fine. Especially if you punch it like how she just did. She's never driven this car in sport mode before. We're gonna see the true difference on how things feel.
We obviously have the auto stop that I mentioned earlier, but we have, this is where you switch the modes, and this is where you turn traction control off. There is a racing flag right over there, and it tells us that all-wheel drive has been activated and we're ready to roll.
That's quick.
Really?
That's got some get up and go, I'm not gonna lie. It's not like for a normal car, for a civilian car.
Yeah.
I want to launch it, see how it kind of feels. That's quick. That was to 40, that was to 50 miles an hour right there.
Let's talk about the center console a little bit more. So to open this up, you just kind of press it like that, and after taking all these masks and hand sanitizers out, you have a USB-C port, you have a USB port, and you also have the, I don't know what these are called.
The cigarette lighter. The
cigarette lighter. And you also have wireless charging right over here. And you could also adjust it to whatever level your phone's at, how big it is, how small it is.
One really cool thing that I did notice personally, I know this is like kind of cliche saying it, but this car does have very, very good legroom for the size of the car. Christina's what, 5'7"? So I mean, average height, right?
Yeah, I'm 5'7".
And I'm 6'4", and this is, you know, I have a lot of room. Like I can even be like right here, and this is plenty of room for me.
For a quick overview on the dash, so these are the settings how I like it. I like knowing the fuel range, and I have my digital speedometer up on top. And you can scroll down with this button and also press the enter. Hopefully it's picking it up nicely, but this beautiful Cadillac logo definitely does not feel cheap at all. As this car is meant to compete with the Chevy Equinox and one of the Buick SUVs, this car is a very close competitor, as Grant mentioned, to the German cars, which you wouldn't expect because the German cars are mostly looked upon as way more luxurious than the American cars that are made in Detroit, Michigan, or at least headquartered here.
There is an XT6 in back of us. I love the XT6s a lot.
I put it back onto front wheel drive, and we're gonna fill this car up real quick and return it back to my mom, to its owner. Hope you enjoyed this quick review on the 2020 Cadillac XT4. Please comment down below like on what we can improve on. I mean, this was our first car review, so we were kind of like all over the place, as we feel like, so it would really help us. Thank you guys for watching.